Hey yo guys, what's up? It's Limited Talks here. Today we're talking about the Oscars. Now, roughly, I didn't watch the Oscars because I just don't care about award ceremonies. I just don't care about grown men and grown women jerking each other off so that way they can get these like awards that really don't mean anything nowadays. I mean, really, what did the Oscars even prove? The Oscars don't really prove much to you, not unless you have like some like this is like your first ever Oscar, then maybe, and I mean by that maybe it might do something for your career. But again, like most people don't care if you want an Oscar, if you want like these other award ceremonies, because again, it doesn't really matter. It feels cheap. It feels like rotten to the core almost, kind of like an apple, if you will, if you want to say it like that. It just feels cheapened because it just doesn't seem right, in my opinion. But anyway, we're going off an article by Bounding in the Comics saying the Oscar ratings plummet to an all-time low. Now, I think they lost like over 50% of the audience, and in fact, I think that's crazy that almost 50%, just because it just shows the fact that people just don't care about the Oscars. It's showing that people don't care about the award ceremonies. It just shows that. So Disney-owned ABC showed their Oscars ratings plummet to an all-time low on Sunday night. TV Line reports only 9.9 million people tuned in, while Deadline reports it was 9.85 million. While publication cited Nielsen's ratings as for the key demographic rating, it came in at 1.9. TV Line reports that it's a 58% decline in total viewership from 2020's previous all-time low, and 64% decline in the demographic rating. 2020 viewership was 23.6 million with a 5.3 rating. So it shows right that the ratings just keep on going down for the Oscars. And in fact, it's showing that. And I'm pretty sure they have. Disney has to be looking at this and say like, okay, there's something going on of people just not coming into the Oscars. Because think about it, like most of the award shows ratings have gone down year by year. In fact, this is the lowest I've seen it. 9.9. 9.9, 9.8, whatever you want to say. I think I'm going to go with the 9.8, 9.85 one, since I believe that's kind of more reason one. Because honestly, I didn't care for the Oscars. I never turned in. I didn't care who won the Oscars, because again, it just doesn't feel genuine. It feels like a television show just for like, again, grown men and grown women jerking each other off, and they're getting these awards that don't really mean much. That's kind of what it feels like. It just feels like none of these awards matter at the end of the day, because they kind of don't matter at the end of the day because they don't really do anything. They're just pieces of, I don't know what I guess metal. I don't know the metal or not. Probably just like pieces of plastic or whatever. And in fact, they just kind of give it to them. It's like, hey, congratulations. Now please go back to your seat. A majority of the TV Line viewers also gave the show an F rating. As of writing, 62% of the voters in the poll gave it an F, while only 1% gave it an A. I don't know how many people actually voted on this, because this is, I mean, look, that's over half. And guess what? Only 1% gave it an A, which it has to be someone who's just trolling. It has to be. There's legit no way. Majority of Bounding in the Comics followers on Twitter made it clear they didn't even watch the award show. For me, I didn't watch. I just didn't care for this. I mean, why would I care? I don't really care about it. I didn't watch the Oscars. The poor ranks in viewership came after the Oscars ran a number of videos of the YouTube page titled "Why I Watch the Oscars." In one of the videos, Leslie Odom Jr. explained he watches the Oscars because it's a tradition. He added, "There are a couple of handful of things that are part of America's tradition. Football on Sundays, the Super Bowl, championship this, also that, and the Oscars are a part of that. They are a part of our tradition. With only 9 million people tuning in a country of over 350 million, the Oscars are most certainly not an American tradition anymore." It doesn't feel like it. Honestly, it kind of feels like, whenever I saw the Oscars, like I saw like a commercial of the Oscars, I was like, I don't care. I was kind of like, do I even care about this? Like, no, because my mom, my sister both watched the Oscars, and I'm not hearing them talk anything about it. Like, I'm pretty sure they were not excited to watch the Oscars. I'm pretty sure this rating, this viewership will go down even more next year, because you can kind of tell that people are just not excited anymore. They're not excited to watch the Oscars. Not excited to watch these award ceremonies. They're not watching about celebrities talk about anything, because again, it just doesn't feel genuine. It feels kind of boring. It feels kind of bullshit. It does. The low ratings, the record low ratings falls as award shows in general have declined in viewership. That's what I was talking about. The Grammy Awards this year declined to a total viewership of 8.8 million, although it had a 2.1 in the key 18 to 49 demographic. That was down from 2020, where they had an 18.7 million viewership and a 5.4 rating. So you kind of tell the fact that people are not tuning in to watch these. Like this year, it feels like that no one's going to view in to watch these award shows. It just feels like it already. Like 8.8, 9.85. These are really, really low ratings. And in fact, this like before it was another record low, because 18.7, like a 23, and it's going to keep going down and down until, because again, it's not going to go. The Grammys and the Oscars are never going to go away, just because celebrities probably make a ton of money of just being there. So I don't know. It would never go away, but I just think that the fact that it's like you're gonna watch a good award show that feels genuine. That feels like you know what, you guys pick who should win, not we decide who we think should win. And like this majority of the time, it probably will be a woman or a person of color, because it has to be. It can't be a white guy. Come on. The Golden Globes also saw the viewership plummet. The show only brought in 6. Whoa, I didn't even know about the Golden Globes. I forgot about them too. Holy shit. Golden Globes this year, and a 1.5 rating in the key demo. In 2020, the show was watched by 18.4 million and had a 4.7. So you can even tell the fact that like no one cares about the Grammys. No one cares about the Oscars, clearly, and no one cares about the Golden Globes. No one cares about these woke politics. No one does. In fact, it's gonna be hard for Hollywood to kind of get their heads out of their ass and realize that people don't care for woke politics. They want good stories. They want good movies. They don't want woke celebrities telling them what they should do and how they should act. They don't want that. They don't want that, clearly. As for why the ratings are so low, it's probably a number of factors. One of those is definitely the fact that no one probably even heard of any of the films that were actually nominated for Best Picture, given most theaters in the United States were shut down for majority of the year. See, because again, no, they did do Netflix. Netflix did the one with Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. They nominated that one, but like, it kind of feels like they're not gonna nominate a couple of the films that will like that perform well. Like they're gonna so I don't even know if Sonic was able to. Sonic probably was not nominated. I understand, like, because again, it made money, but it probably nominated Birds of Prey, so that way Birds of Prey can have a nomination. They had to be. So I really don't know. I don't even know what even the nominations were. Honestly, I might look at the nominations. I gotta see what the nominations were. All right. On top of the Best Picture nominations being completely irrelevant, Americans are also probably worn out by Hollywood celebrities personificating and lecturing their viewers about how hollow and moral they are, when in fact most stories come out on a daily basis about how terrible Hollywood is as an industry. That's true. I mean, there's like, what the heck is that? No Man Land? What the fuck is? I've never heard of that. God, I got look at the Best Picture nominations. Actually, hold on. I can just tell the fact that no one cares about the Oscars. No one cares about the Oscars. No one cares about the Grammys. No one cares about the Golden Globes. It just shows. It really does. And in fact, it will continue to plummet even probably into 2021, well, 2022, I guess. 2022, and it will continue to go down. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go into another page of showing. This is the number of viewers of the Academy Awards ceremonies from 2000 to 2021. Now, this is interesting because you can kind of tell there's a pattern here. In the year 2000, it was at its peak of 46.33 million. And in 2001, it went down. 2002 went down. In 2003, it was at 33 million. I don't know what happened in 2003, but for some reason, it went down. In 2004, it went back up to 40 million. Then went to 42, 38, 40, 31. Then it jumped up to 36, and then went back up to in 2010 and at 41.7 million. Then it went down to 2011, went up. In 2004, it was at its peak. Well, not its peak, but get my point. It was only some of the best ratings in a while since 2005 or 2004, in my opinion. And in 2014, it was at 43.7, so 7 million. And then you can kind of see it went down, about 10 million left, and then about 2 mil, then another 2 mil, and then almost another 10 mil. It got some of the viewers back. 2020, the lowest views has been seen. This was the lowest viewership in all of Oscars history, and then 9.85 is where in 2021. This is where we are right now. You can see there's some declines and there's increases. My thing is, you have not seen a steady increase since like 2011 to 2014, where people came back and watched the Oscars. People dipped out of the Oscars after what celebrities have been doing for the past couple of years. And in fact, you can just tell the fact that people are just tired. People just don't care. So, 2021, just 9.8 million Americans watched the American Academy Awards. Oscars viewership fluctuates year by year, which you can kind of tell by the graph. However, the last time the ceremony drew in a U.S. audience of more than 40 million was back in 2014. Here's the thing, I think the Oscars one of these like 30 mil. Like, they haven't got 30 mil since 2017, and then they never got past that 30. I mean, they were almost close in 2019, but they haven't hit that like 30 mil yet. They haven't hit that 30 mil back again. The figure recorded in 2021 was the lowest yet, and marked a drop of over 50% from the 2020 audience. Viewership of American ceremonies can depend on multiple factors ranging from personal preferences to overall interest in the nominations, as well as how much coverage is available to the ceremony before and during its broadcast. Interest in upcoming events in the media industry is often generated via social media, which can be extremely efficient in generating discussion, interactions, and general awareness. So in 2018, the American Awards was mentioned 2.5 times on social media. Most blah blah blah. Conservatively, a survey held in 2019 revealed that 19% of the U.S. audience have not come across any news coverage of the 2019 Academy Awards at all. So another thing too is I want to look at the best nominations. Okay, let's see. Best, I think it was like Best Picture Oscars. Okay. I don't even know. Okay, so apparently, what the fuck are half of these? Okay, the trial of the Chicago 7, Jews and the Black Messiah. I watched that. I thought that was pretty okay. The Father, Promising Young Woman. Heard that, never watched it. Morani? What the heck is that? Mank? What the fuck? What all these movies? Sound of Music and Nomadland. Nomadland. I don't even know what half of those movies are. I only heard like of 2 of these movies. In fact, I watched Jews and the Black Messiah. Okay, I can see why it's probably a nomination, but goddamn, there's not a lot of movies on this I've never heard of. I've never heard of any of these movies. Jesus Christ, man, this is bad, man. Like I don't know, and it's so weird the fact of seeing these movies and like not knowing what they are. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of these movies. Jesus. All right. Well, anyway, tell me, guys. No, it's not. Guys, tell me, what do you think about the Oscars? Did you guys even watch it? I know for sure I didn't, but tell me, was it good? Was it bad? Was it alright? I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's all for you guys today. And anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.